Hello. What's up? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here today. You thought it would be never, forever, but forever is just a moment away. Today we're finishing our album listen of Never Forever by Kate Bush. We're going to finish it out with the song Breathing, this album of which was released in 1980. Hope that you guys have been enjoying Kate Bush. Hope that you've been enjoying her music. Hope that you've been enjoying, of course, your time with her music and your time with myself. I hope that you've enjoyed the whole run of it. This is a very, very strong album. I know I mentioned it. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in the beginning, but I love this artwork. This is like fairy tale style artwork. I love the colors on her dress. It looks like, are those clouds? Looks like clouds. But this is great. So let's go ahead and finish out the album. I do hope that you've enjoyed, like I said, everything, the music, myself, and everything else that's going on the channel. You can follow me in a bunch of places, but for now, let's go ahead and finish this out with Breathing. I'm going to let the last few seconds of Army Dreamers go ahead and lead into Breathing, just to give it a little bit of thematic transition. Let's go.
Through her skin, I've been out before, but this time it's much safer in. Last night, in the sky, such a bright light. My radar sent me danger, but my instincts tell me to everyone
Some would say that that ends with a bang. Why is Golden Brown playing? Messing up the mood. Some would say that that ends with a bang, some with a cough. Hold on. My fan is blowing wind, kind of ironically, into the microphone. Bush, with her music, she paints a painting. She paints a painting, a scene, musically. But it's a painting, it's art with a message. This is the definition and perhaps the epitome of what art rock means. That specific genre. It's rock, but with a certain artfulness, a certain message, a certain tone. And Bush has obviously established herself as one of the greatest. Even outside of art rock, just artist, period. This song is a masterpiece when it comes to musical development, lyrical themes, and the way that all the content is drawn together as one. So, lyrically, at least just to get what I think the song is about, just so I can have that message in mind when we're talking about the music itself and how it relates, it seems that it's talking about breathing in, out, but it's taking two different things that are seemingly not necessarily related and kind of relating them together or comparing them. It seems that at first in the chorus, because that's when I first kind of figured it out at least, we're talking about an unborn child. Breathing my mother in, breathing my beloved in, breathing her nicotine. Breathing the fallout in. So that was the first hints. I don't know what the song's about initially, but that's what I think. I think of an unborn child, and the mother is smoking, so the child has no choice but to breathe in the nicotines, but to breathe in the smoke, which obviously is extremely unhealthy and shouldn't be done. And then the way that she speaks and sings about the smoke, it seems, getting on her skin, almost, or on her mother's skin, because she's speaking as the unborn child. In the very beginning, outside gets inside through her skin. I've been out before, but this time it's much safer in. I don't know, there's a little bit of abstractness here. But then we're talking about radars sending danger. We lost our chance. We're the first and the last after the blast. Okay, then we go on to describe nuclear warheads, nuclear bombs, and testings. Chips of plutonium are twinkling in every lung. And at that moment, you get a little, it seems like some sprinkling of fairlight there that sounds so beautiful. It sounds so nice. And yet, what she's describing is not quite nice. I like how right after the chorus, when it's revealed, at least I think, that we're talking about an unborn child, she says, "We've lost our chance." Already that baby, that unborn child, has maybe not necessarily lost a chance, but the odds have just unfairly been stacked against them just a little bit because of that. Then she says, only the fools blew it. You and me knew life itself. And then later there's some, it seems like radio speeches or talking going on. And I don't know, but it could be Oppenheimer talking. We've mentioned that Oppenheimer was the inspiration, but behind Heads Were Dancing. Yeah, Heads Were Dancing. All right. And that is said, in point of fact, it is possible to tell the difference between a small nuclear explosion and a very large one by a simple method. The calling card of a nuclear bomb is the blinding flash that is far more dazzling than any light on Earth, brighter than even the sun itself. It is by the duration of this blast we are able to determine the weapon, or the size of the weapon. After the flash, a fireball can be seen to rise, blah, 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 blah. He's talking about the actual bomb going off and what happens, of course, after that. And then after that, the song just absolutely goes places with desperate cries, which are just buried and suffocated behind and under deep and crushing riffs from the guitar. By the way, I'm pretty sure Giblin's playing on this, by the way, on bass. Let me check real quick. I'm pretty sure it's Giblin playing here because his fretless is pretty much as notable and unique as Karn's. Yes, it is Giblin playing here. Thought so. Giblin's bass playing accentuates the music incredibly well. Tonally, every place it hits, especially in that bomb section, because you do hear kind of a bomb-like sound effect in the very back behind the speaking. Let me pull the song back up. And the way that his bass just accentuates the rumbling of the sound is very, very powerful, especially alongside with the actual lyrics themselves. Let me pull it back to that moment. Things at this point start to distort, start to twist around, and the music becomes a lot more abstract. And the scape, or the scope, begins to change dramatically. The whole song was already dramatic and extremely powerful, but it really does take a different kind of turn there. Almost a more humanly haunting tone because this has real life precedence, and of course this has happened in real life. And then the very extreme, like I said, climactic ending. What are we going to do without? What are we going to do without Let Me Breathe? What are we going to do without Quick? We are all going to die without Breathe In Deep. What are we going to die without? Leave me something to breathe. Those are incredibly powerful because once again, we're talking from two different perspectives, at least what I'm thinking. You can hear the baby, if they could, cry and shouts, desperate, breathing. Give me something to breathe. Give me something to take in. Give me pure air. Stop suffocating and choking me before I've even had a chance. You could also take this onto a grander scale. Places that have been bombed, where the radiation fallout has still, to this day, affected Hiroshima and Nagasaki. There's plenty of documentaries, plenty of movies, anime, Grave of the Fireflies, Barefoot Gen, that showed the devastation of nuclear bombs. Like I said, to this day. And you can imagine, in a sense, generations and children that never had a chance because of that. Before they were born, in a sense, part of their fate was sealed. Part of their destiny was done. Just like the unborn child here. Two things bringing together in relation. And now it makes total sense musically. And at the very end of the song, but also the very end of the album, we are all going to die without, oh, life is breathing. In and out. And like I said, the way that the music dramatizes, or in a sense shows the reality of all of this, is just, it's beyond words, truly. And I like how the music slows down before we get into the chorus. It just makes it so much more powerful. Let me pull it back here.
In the sky.
The piano and the bass truly give it a warped sense of reality. A little bit of light in some moments. Hold on. This is incredibly powerful. See, that's the first part. And I love what I believe is probably the Fairlight doing that. Like that part. But listen to how light this part is compared to the ending, which is. And Bush really screams out as if she's seeking air. Even in a way, almost losing her voice. I would imagine that was hard for her to do. See, right there. Now, I'm not like a professional musician or anything like even close, but it sounds to me like she even goes off a little bit, like out of tune for just a second, showing the rawness of just searching for air, of just trying to breathe in a breathless life. That's at least what I get from it. Let me know what you guys thought, of course, of the song, but tell me what you thought of the album. I would love to know what you thought of the album and this track here. You can let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comments below. You can follow me in a bunch of places and on a bunch of platforms, but I hope that you enjoyed your time here. Hope that you've enjoyed the music, and I hope that you come back tomorrow for whatever else we do on this channel. I hope that you're doing well. Hope that you have a great day. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.